Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I'm here to show you something very special and something that I'm happy that I have the ability to show you. So this is currently in beta. So everything that I'm going to show you is not finite, it is not final. Things can be changed. It is in very early access, and they were fortunate enough to give me a key for it. Now I asked if I was able to record and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, and they said, yeah, go for it. As long as you have a key, you're fine. So what I'm going to show you guys is actually Teamspeak 5. So as many people in the gaming universe nowadays uses Discord, I'm happy to announce this big boy. So this is Teamspeak 5. Now, if any of you guys have ever used Teamspeak 3, just from looking at it straight off the bat, you kind of get the sense of Teamspeak 3. Like, it looks a lot like it, the same pretty much layout, except you have the bar on the left and a lot less buttons at the top, which is super important. So what they're doing with Teamspeak 5 is they're making it very accessible for people coming into it, because in the past, if you've never used Teamspeak before, it can be hard to join a server right off the bat. With this, it's super easy. So basically, I host my own server for this just so I can kind of showcase this for you guys, but it's super easy to make a server. So if you want to look for a server, you can look up the name, or you can type in the IP address up here at the top, and then it will take you straight to it. If there's a password, it'll pop up a prompt to type in the password. Very easy. Now at the top, there's only 3 buttons as of right now. You have the AFK, the mute, and the deafen. Now this is super important for like accessibility, so you don't need a shit ton of buttons up here anymore. When it comes to editing servers, it's also super easy. You just click the name of what channel you want to edit. In this sense, we're going to edit the server. I'll drag this over here. So at the right, this is the properties panel. So you can change the name of it. You can change if there's a password. Then you just click the check mark when you're done. You can change the banner that's right here to a URL image. It shows you how many max users, the uptime of the server. With this being a dedicated server that's hosted off my computer, this is always going to be a short time because it's only going to be up while I'm using it. In terms of channel creation, same thing. When you click on it, each channel has a text channel, and the text is actually shown up on the right side, which I think is super important, because the way that it was before is it was all down here, and then it would show you a bunch of shit that you didn't care about on the right. That is no longer the case. So if you want to send a message, you just do it on the right, and then there's an info panel as well, and a folder panel, which you can upload folders, files, anything you need to. Now this isn't in here yet, but it will be. So most of the properties and sort of commands that you do for channels and things still apply for Teamspeak 5 in comparison to Teamspeak 3. So let's go ahead and delete this channel. So if you want to make a new channel, you come down here to the bottom left. It shows your name. I believe this is your account name. It is not the screen name that you use for a server. And then you do create channel. Just do it whatever. So if you just say bleh or whatever you want to make the channel name, you have the option to make a permanent or non-permanent channel now, just straight off, which is super important, because before you would have to make the channel and then you would have to make it permanent after you already made it. So I like that they added this sort of easily accessible feature. It makes everything a lot easier. So If you make a permanent channel, it'll always be there. Whether you shut down the server, restart it, do whatever, it will always be there. If you make a non-permanent channel and you create it, it will take you straight to that channel, and then as soon as all the people in it leave, it deletes it, which is important for bigger communities that don't want to have an influx of channels where no one are in them. On top of that, if you want to make a sort of spacer, as they call it in Teamspeak 3, the command is still the same. It's just bracket, spacer, the number, and then another bracket, and then whatever character you want to use to, whatever character you want to use as a spacer, you go ahead and do that, and it still makes it as a spacer. So that's super important as well in terms of organization for servers. Let me think. On top of that, you can go in and edit servers. So this is your bookmarks now. It's displayed on the left side, which is a good addition. There's no drop down menu for it anymore. So you just go ahead and edit, and then it'll show you the address, the password, the name of the server, all that good stuff, your nickname that you're using in there. Make sure your identity is set as default. You can add identities in your settings, but it could interfere with some servers. So I would be careful with that. They also, so if you join a separate channel or a separate Discord, or try to join a separate Discord, it will display up here in your recents tab. To get rid of it, you just delete it. But basically what this does is when you click on it, it loads it up. And then when it's in your recents tab, it's already loaded. So all you have to do is just cycle through them. Now you can be in multiple servers at once, which I will show you here in a second. Not being in them, but you can be in a voice channel in multiple servers at once. And there's a couple settings that you can mess with to make sure that that's utilized to the best of its ability. So when you take this off your recents tab, it no longer loads it, so you don't have to worry about resource management. Okay. Now the big thing. So let's go into the settings. So in the settings, I'm not going to show you the account up here because that shows my email and all that good stuff. Here in appearance, there's themes that you can change from. You know, you have the light theme, which is kind of like the old Teamspeak 3 shit. I go with the dark because I usually play at night. You have a bunch of, preferences on what you want yours to look like. I go with compact. I leave all this shit on, and I use the new chat system that they have with the bubbles instead of the legacy chat like they had in Teamspeak 3. So, then you have behavior. This kind of just changes the position of some things. So, like automatically open incoming chats, I turned that off because I don't want incoming chats just to be up. Then you have audio settings, pretty much the same shit as normal. You can test your mic, set up your output device, set up your input device, push to talk, all that good stuff. Key bindings is a lot simple now. It's narrowed down to 5. You can add more if you really want to, but you don't have to go through like the tree that you did in Teamspeak 3, which is very important. Same thing for notifications. I believe you can change the notification sounds. I'm not too sure, but you can turn them off as well. Identities. That is basically what I was talking about before. So you just want to make sure that you're using default at all times, unless somebody specifically tells you to do so, because it could interfere with some servers. Then you have privacy. This is all the obviously the privacy shit to enable data and shit like that for servers to collect from you. So I have it on enhanced. And then this is all the important bits about the client, updates, and what version you're on. So the good thing about this is they show a change log now, so you can scroll through and kind of see what they've done with it. Very, very important. But again, this is very, very early beta, so I wouldn't be too critical of what's in here now. because it will more than likely be changed in the future. And then the last things that I'm going to show you that I haven't yet is two things. So on the left here, there is, on top of the servers that you have bookmarked, there is a contacts, which is sort of like friends, and then you have group chats, and then you have chat history. So this, I'm not sure if it'll show messages that you've sent in servers, but I am sure that it will send, or I am sure it will show messages that you sent to your contacts. So yeah, so you have that, and then another cool thing that they added, which they didn't have in Teamspeak 3, or at least that I didn't notice in Teamspeak 3, is that down here on the bottom right, they added a ping and packet loss. This is super important for us gamers to know exactly what our ping is and how much we're lagging. So, like when I'm playing Counter-Strike, I always have my net graph on unless I'm recording a video or doing something like that, because it basically tells me whether I have server lag, internet lag, or computer lag, which is of utmost importance. And then this shows server history. I'm not sure if normal people can see this. I know that admins can. I'm guessing that normal people can't, but it shows you all the channels, anything that you've done on the server. And then down here at the left as well is just the moderation queue. So if anybody requests access to talk that you set like a permission level in the channel, you can give them access or not give them access. So with that being said, I think that this is super important for Discord to have a competitor, because it will cause Discord to sort of step their shit up a little bit. Teamspeak, in terms of voice quality and how well their service works, has always been very, very good. Although they kind of fell behind, especially when Discord came out, because it was a lot sleeker looking and a lot more modern. Teamspeak still had like kind of the Windows 98 vibe. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Again, it is an early beta, so I'm sure they will make many needed improvements. And yeah, I'm happy to make this video for you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, as I will get to them as soon as I can. But I appreciate you guys sticking with the channel. If you guys want to see more content out of me, definitely follow my Twitch channel, because that is where I am most active, especially recently with the whole Vitas GG announcement and all that stuff that that I announced the other week. So yeah, definitely stay posted with that. If you want to have more of a connection with the group and things like that, definitely join the Discord. That is down in the description below as well. With that being said though, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will catch you guys in the next video.